Well, it's time for Tips with Jan and Jan. So it's middle of May, but we have had record-breaking rain, record-breaking cool. So let's start at the beginning because everybody's so excited about vegetable gardening. So what's going on?
Well, this is my vegetable garden right here.
I don't see any plants.
No, just seed packets. I've planted peas and lettuce, and the potatoes are out there, but I haven't done any other seeds yet because they'll just sit and rot.
So what's the latest you've ever, as a veteran gardener, the latest you've ever put in, like, say, tomatoes or things like that?
June 22nd.
And then what happened?
Nothing. I mean, not that they didn't grow, but they actually, by the time, if somebody put them in mid-April or early May, and I put them in June, by September, you wouldn't know the difference.
So you're still going to get fruit.
Oh, absolutely.
And so we didn't really miss anything because the weather was so bad and nothing really struggled.
Right. And we're also anxious to get out there and do something. So, I don't know, maybe over Memorial Day weekend, it might be nice enough that I can get out and get it going.
Yeah, and if you didn't start seeds, there's still lots of starts at garden centers you can get.
Yeah.
So really, it's not too late. And this is a veteran person talking, and so she's got really great information about that.
Well, you plant it when you can and when the soil is dry enough. If you wad up a handful of soil and squeeze it, and you drop it and it's still the same shape, it's too wet.
It's too wet to dig.
Sure.
And too wet, yeah.
For sure. This has been my favorite.
That's
this
so
year.
pretty, your Brighamania.
Yeah, I didn't want to leave it outside because it had so many blooms last fall, so I pulled it in here, and this is the second time it's bloomed this winter.
Well, I think that for people that are thinking about getting a greenhouse, this is a great idea to have it for wintertime because you can save these plants that usually you can't save.
Right, like that.
And this is the famous lemon.
So see, I want to show you how bad it looks, so that when I actually bring it back to life, you'll see how much better it looks.
Yeah, but look, even though it's got some insects, it's not looking the best, it's got flowers.
Yeah, it's been tucked away in the corner of the greenhouse all winter, and I haven't really done anything to it, other than water it once in a while.
There you go.
Right.
But we're here in this greenhouse, but I think we need to go to the vegetable garden because things are happening out there, and we need to tell people some more information.
Yep, I've got a tree down that I didn't expect to come down, and a few other grapes and berries and things to look at.
Excellent. Well, let's go. Okay. So, Jan, was this plum tree a victim of that snow?
Yeah.
Aww.
Well, but it's a 70-year-old tree that's been reaching for light most of those years, and you see other plants, if they're reaching for light, that literally they need to move, which you're not going to move a tree like this. Right. But anyway, it came clear out really in a horizontal pattern, and then it reached out and got a lot of snow, a lot of wet snow, and it just snapped. I expected this tree to go over at some point. I just didn't know when.
Right. But an opportunity for something else, maybe a better position.
Yeah, well, I'm just going to take it out.
And then what about other pruning? Because we've had, even though the weather's been bad, we have lilacs that have bloomed, rhodies have bloomed, and so what do we want to do for those now that they've bloomed?
Anything that's spring blooming, after it's done blooming, then you can do the pruning because plants set their buds for the following year right then. So if you wait till the end of the summer to prune, you're pruning off buds that you would have for the following year.
Oh,
so
definitely.
Spring blooming plants get pruned after they bloom.
Okay, and then what about fruiting shrubs like caneberries, grapes? What about those if we're late?
Yeah, and I was really late this year, so we've got all the berries trained up now and all the dead stuff out, and the grapes got pruned sort of at the right time. But it's really, if you got it to do, just go ahead and don't worry about the timing.
Right.
Just get done what you know needs to be done.
Yeah.
And if I missed the grapes completely, they'd grow, and I'd probably have some grapes.
Sure, definitely.
So, yeah.
And then also we've noticed some hail damage. So what about that?
Well, not much you're going to do about it, other than if it's really bad, you can trim some off, but I would just let it go.
Okay. Yeah, just know what it is. It's not a disease, it's not pests, it's not
right,
else
exactly,
like that.
Exactly.
Well, it has been rainy, it has been cool, but Jan told you that you can still get your vegetable garden in, you can still get your planting in. So all of the independent garden centers have these plants for you, the starts for you. So you can go out this weekend, just watch the weather, because that's going to be your tell if it's too cold to put them in yet, but maybe get them, and then you have them for when that sunny break comes, and you can get them in.
Right.
And then you're all set. and you'll still have a wonderful garden.
Yep.
Jan, thanks so much for everything.
All right, see you next month.